Well, my hair is a mess, so you're gonna see me in this hoodie. And basically, what's going on is I kind of have this thing sitting on my head, and I kind of want to talk about it. Uh, Look, I like villains. I do. I'm not gonna be the first one to say it either. Back up when I was growing up and I was watching anime, I was drawn to villains more than I was to heroes. Nowadays, I'm more into anti-heroes, maybe because, I don't know, I like that they're still doing the good thing, but they're fucking up along the way, you know what I'm saying? But, kitty. But what I'm trying to say is, this is I'm gonna get into real deep, discussion here. You can like villains. You can appreciate the concept of their creation of the character and the motivations and everything in between. But you can't love them. You can't develop these fantasies thinking that they'll be like the best human being around once they come across that right person and they'll just suddenly change. That's that's not healthy thinking, okay? Let me just go ahead and tell you this. You really think that Gluskin from Outlast, the freaking groom that like the ranger, little brat from the guy from Outlast, whistleblower that like to rape people and cut up their genitalia so he could turn them into his wives, would want to change in from like a psychopathic serial killer into a good loving husband if you just gave him a chance. Or how about Songwoo from Killing Stalking? Don't know what that is? Oh, well, let me go ahead and tell you. As far as serial killer goes, he doesn't really stand out. In fact, he's pretty much the South Korean webcomic version of Ted Bundy. And speaking of Ted Bundy, I'll get into that one too, because there's a real life version of this epidemic. But Songwoo is just like this guy where, he's got a really fucked up childhood. And he's got a bit of an Oedipus complex too. And to top it off, like he's also a serial killer, and he seems like such a sweet guy, you know. And he just he fucks up every now and excuse me. He just fucks up every now and then, but you can look past that because, he goes and takes care of you, and he's so sweet, even though he kills people and brings them to his basement. But he's just so sweet, and then he's raping you. Oh. You sure you really want to take that chance with this guy? Or how about any of these other serial killer characters that you guys are so in love with? And, speaking of which, how about Ted Bundy? I mean, God, you guys want to take that chance with that guy? Freaking Netflix had to kink shame all these people that actually started to falling in love with a dead serial killer, by the way, because he's handsome. And, like, he doesn't really love you guys, and he's dead, so you're a bunch of nasties at the same time. And then to top it all off, but he actually, like, at first glance, he's a lot like Sangwoo, which I'm pretty sure Sangwoo is based off of Bundy. Like, Bundy is like that kind of guy where he, like would fake an injury, or, he would, like, help a lady with her groceries, ask it, lead her to his car, while they're just chatting about, the weather and whatnot. And then, like, knocks her out, puts her in the trunk of her car, gags her, ties her, throws her into like drives her all the way to his place, rapes her, beats her, bites her into her shoulder, does a lot of crazy things with her, kills her. And then I don't know where he dumps her body yet, but all I know is that he actually had a good kill record all across America. So yeah, yeah, you guys are weird with your fetishizing of these monsters. Don't get me wrong, I was maybe a little messed up once upon a time. Look, I was in my edgy phase, emo phase, whatever. Back when I was into Naruto, I liked Hidan and Kakazu. They were the most fascinating looking characters I've ever seen in Naruto ever with their abilities. I may have wrote fanfics about them. I may have shipped them together. And other than that, that's as far as my fascination with them went. I didn't imagine myself marrying them, mainly because they scared the shit out of me. One of them sprouted tentacles out of his body, and the other guy, probably got off of other people's pain while he stabbed himself. Yeah, that episode was really weird. Reading the manga is even weirder. Ooh. Try reading it with your friends. It's an even weirder situation. I've been there, done that. It's kind of funny. But meanwhile, cats, stop staring at each other like you want to kill each other. What I'm trying to say, and here's my basic feeling about this, and it's the same thing with a lot of other people, at least with a healthy mindset or healthy enough mindset. We like the concept of these guys. We like the creativity that the writers go into making these guys as effed up as they are. We like the depths of hell that the characters have gone into from birth to now to be the children they were to the monsters they are now, to continue and laying the siege all across the land against their victims. We like the concept of it, but we don't like it enough to want to be a part of their lives because we know we die. Now, here's another thing I want to say, and I'm trying to remember it. Oh, this is a good one. You guys are gonna love this. There are literally. Oh, look, I'm a little guilty about this too. Just a little bit. Because I do ship pairings that aren't right for each other, but within the right head canon, it seems okay. But I know it's wrong, and it's like. But I also understand that in the right guidelines that it's not right, and the psychology of it makes it not right. I like the psychology of it that makes it work. At this point, that's it. Kind of like my mindset of it. Back in the day, I just like the it's so cute, ooh woo shipping type thing. Nowadays, I'm like, oh, this is really fucked up and fascinating at the same time. I wonder what the next chapter is going to be like. That's kind of what I am. Teenagers, they're like, oh, they're so adorable with each other. Literally, the guy raped him 35 times within the last 15 chapters and killed his uncle. Literally, what happened in Killing Stalking, by the way, truth. Right there. And you think they're an adorable couple? And it gets deeper. That's the tip of the iceberg right there. When you start shipping toxic couples for each other, look, I'm guilty of shipping toxic characters with each other, and I'm willing to admit that. But I'm also willing that I know that they're wrong for each other, and in a realistic setting, it's bad. So I know it's bad, and I shouldn't be shipping it, but it's kind of like a drug. Other people try to glorify it, though. They're kind of bent that way. And I don't want to be an anti about this, but they don't understand the proper psychology of it. Because Killing Stalking is straight up a South Korean version of Criminal Minds. It kind of is. It's like, why hasn't gotten the FBI involved in it? Oh, wait, FBI doesn't get involved in international affairs. CIA! But if you don't know what Killing Stalking is, maybe catch up on Tumblr because there's so much to explain here. Maybe I can. Uh, there's a there's a few reviewers that check it out, so give it a look see. But it's really messed up. Basically, he is a boy. He likes to kill. He he is a man. He likes to stalk. Can it be any more obvious? It's really messed up, but people like it. And a writer really wants to emphasize that it's fucked up. But no, seriously, it's really not a good representation of the LGBT community, which people have tried to say, especially after it came out uh, after Yuri on Ice. It's like, ooh, this is the new Yuri on Ice. Ooh, and he's beating the crap out of him and starving him and poisoning him and raping him. And and now he's forcing him to kill other people and do these uh, fight club stuff. Oh no, what's going on now? Oh, well, at least he's allowing him to go outside now, and that's kind of sweet. Oh boy, and now it's getting more fucked up. Now he's brutalizing him while they're doing it. Oh god, yeah, it's not fun. Uh, yeah, and it's like there was a point where like Songwoo and uh Bum, I think his name is pronounced Bum. I could be wrong. And Killing Stalking started to be romantic with each other. And then in a recent chapter, Songwoo relapsed and beat the shit out of Bum. And I'm just like sitting there like, called it. For a moment, I actually was starting to think, hey, maybe there might be something going on here. Maybe Songwoo might actually be getting better. Nah, never mind. I had my hopes up. Well, fuck me for trying. Fuck me for having dreams. But see, the thing is, and there's like a lot of people where it says, like, hey, if you're a significant other, like, really, like, has a really fucked up life, they should rely on you to be, their caretaker. And it's like, no, you shouldn't be that person's mom or their psychiatrist or their doctor or their therapist. You should just be their girlfriend. And that person is asking more from you than you can actually mentally and emotionally give. You should leave. Run. Run for your life. And, literally this is kind of like the thing that is happening in Killing Stalking where it's like they're trying to give what they can't have for each other and it's not a healthy relationship, especially since obviously one of them is kind of have like imposing his mother on his boyfriend because he has a bit of an Oedipus complex because his mom did things to him. There's a lot of things to him actually, but things, you know what I'm saying? Things. But and then Bum, who was also had things done to him, weird things done to him by his uncle. And then he kind of got this stalkerish mentality because he tried being forward with his feelings to a girl in class, and then she rudely rejected him. So now he's just kind of like creeping stalkerish. It's like, well, I like this person, but I'm too scared to be forward with that person about my feelings. So I'm just gonna go ahead and follow that person around, find out the code to get inside their house, and then get inside their house and do things on top of their bed like that they've never known before. Yeah, that was literally the first chapter, by the way, guys. But it's a good story, psychologically speaking. It's just, it drains you. It really does. But it's like one of those things where like people just like ignore the fact that it's not a romantic story. It's a thriller. It's a horror. It's a psychological thriller that just tears your brain and soul and heart out and just chops it up and turns it into a spaghetti right there. Like, literally, that's what Killing Stalking is. And then there's literally people that do the same thing with the bad guys from Outlast with the main character you played with. The character Glowskin that nearly killed and raped you. Ugh. And it's like, oh, it's love. No, it's not. No, it's not, sweetie. And then it's the same thing with freaking 50 Shades of Grey. And I don't want to say this to be mean to people about that read 50 Shades of Grey, but they got a really messed up mindset if they think this is love and that they literally have to defend this. I had a friend that defended it because she's fixing him. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. And then it's like in the second book, it's just like, yeah. And in the third book, it's like, yeah. The book and the movies are pretty bad, and the books are even worse. And you know what's even better is E.L. James is writing more. It's like, but this is the things I don't like. Is like when people like misconstrue fact with reality or confuse, psychology. Like, I just say it's not love, okay? They don't love each other. If anything, they're horny for each other. Or, they're trying to escape from each other, and one of them is horny for the other guy. But it's not love. And if you're fetishizing over a serial killer, or you think you have a crush over a serial killer, or the Columbine people, or the like a freaking Boston bombing marathon kid, you got some serious issues. Oh, but they're so cute and young, and they couldn't have done it. Oh, shut up. Not every serial killer looks like a serial killer, okay? Or a stereotypical serial killer. Some of them actually look kind of attractive. They look like ordinary people. Truth. Okay? And the fact that you actually have to defend them for killing people doesn't look good on you. I'm sorry, I just had to make this video because this is on my mind and I hate everything about this. Look, I'm a little guilty and I'm willing to admit that I do ship semi-toxic pairings, but within the right head canon, they do look kind of okay. But I know that in a in the canon of the actual series, it's fucked up. But in a different head canon or alternate universe, you know it's like loopholes, okay, loopholes. But it's like defending other people that ship these other pairings and ship themselves with these killers and these fictional villains and these stuff. So, am I really any different? I really need to start doing some soul searching now. Anyway, that was my rant. I haven't made a video in a while. I've been reading some comics. I read Doctor Strange, and basically, after I found out about the Ted Bundy documentary series and the Netflix backlash about it, I just decided to talk about it because this has been bubbling up for a long time. It's been it's been I've been holding this in for a while, guys. I've been holding this in. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and just stop right here and just publish it. So thanks. Keep reading. Bye.